No running now! I can't get a fix! Time's up, Crane. Nope.
Sheriff, the plant's up and running. You're gonna need to send some people here if you want to keep it that way.
Get yourself back here. We need to talk.
Olivia, the power plant is back online.
You are a man of many talents, Mr. Crane.
The Baron was the one who shut it down. I'm thinking he wants the valley under his thumb. Without any electricity, they'd be at his mercy.
Sounds like something he'd do.
Now I just have to convince the folks at the town hall they can't give in to a bully. Because once you do, there's no end to it.
Kyle, this is Pietro.
Pietro who?
Pietro the handyman, at the town hall. You don't know me, but I know you. I've seen you around. I hear you got the power plant back online. Yet the substations still need to be reset. Otherwise, the juice won't get funneled to the devices in the area that help us to hide and survive.
Yeah, okay, I can lend you guys a hand.
Thanks, Kyle. The substation halfway between us and the plant is the most important. It feeds the old town grid.
I got it. I'll call you once I'm there. Pietro, I'm here. Approaching that substation.
Copy that. The inside will be a mess. Fuses, cables, switches. Reset the system by connecting the conduit cables to the master socket.
Master socket. Okay, I'll take your word for it. All right, Old Town should be getting power now.
Thanks for taking care of it.
That's what I do.
There's still those other substations, though.
I'll see what I can do, okay?
I'd like to give you something in return for your help. Come by to see me.
Just gotta survive the day.
How's it
And
hanging?
another.
Could use a nice cold pint. Perhaps a wheat beer.
If I ever have a son, I'll name him Kyle.
So you're Pietro. Now I can put a face to the voice.
Thanks, Kyle. Everything's powered up, and Old Town's a lot safer.
You said you were holding something for me?
Yeah. Here. Can't tell you how grateful I am for your help. I know you've got a lot of other stuff going on.
But...
But, since we're talking, we've also got a real problem with the water supply. Everything was fine, and then, boom. It was like someone just shut off the tap. Soon we won't have anything to drink or cook with or clean injuries with. I worry that people might get into fights over it.
Do you have any reserves?
Couple of gallons, but unless something changes, we'll have to start rationing. Then it's only a matter of time before we run dry.
What about other water sources?
Well, there's the river, but I've seen infected floating in it. Who would want to drink from that?
Yeah, I see what you mean.
We need to get the taps working again.
Right, well, where's the nearest pumping station?
Near the residential part of the industrial area.
All right, I'll suss it out and get back to you.
You did it, and I'm grateful. But I worry about sending our people out there. And we can't make an enemy of the Baron.
He's already our enemy.
Without power, we might not survive here. But we can't stand against the Baron. He has an army.
But we can. If we can get all the other survivors in the valley to stand with us.
And how are we going to do that? Everyone is just fighting to survive.
I'm with Florence on this one, Crane. Open war with the Baron would be suicide.
So we take our time, gather allies, keep an eye on what he's doing, learn what we can, get intel on him.
I like that idea.
I'm not so sure, Jacob. We should focus on rebuilding this place. Especially now that the power's back on.
Why can't we do both? Concentrate on rebuilding, and keep watch on the Baron. They know me, so I'm thinking you should send some rangers out to check on what his men are up to. Meanwhile, I'll help get this place up and running.
Fine. I'll send some patrols to keep an eye on the Baron's men.
Thank you, Sheriff.
Let me know what you find.
Kyle, do you copy?
Yeah, what's up?
I was digging through some data and found the location of another Chimera test site.
Where's it at?
It says something about an old monument. The test entry is outdated, but someone at the town hall might know more. It's worth asking.
And I'll see what I can find out.
There's no way she'd send out her people to the swamps, though.
Well, someone did see a dragon.
Hey, you wouldn't happen to be Kyle?
I would happen to be Kyle.
Splendid. Glad you found me.
Right, let me guess. You need something for your research.
Tough as nails and smart as a whip. Bravo. Bravo.
Yeah, I see guitars, sheet music, a shit ton of notes about sound waves. It seems a little random. What exactly are you researching?
I suppose it does look a little odd next to each other. I'll get on with it. I'm a physicist. I research sound.
Uh-huh. With guitars.
I'm not doing research with guitars. Come on. I do strum once in a while to relax. Might even jot down some notes.
So when you're not relaxing, you're researching sound?
Guess I'm a one-trick pony, huh? Well, maybe I am. What can I say? I am who I am. But moving on. Let's get back to what's significant, special, and scientific.
All right, Mr. Scientist.
Oh, pardon me for not introducing myself. The name's Tom. Nice to meet you.
Well, Tom, what do you need?
First off, a motor. Second, audiophile-grade cables. Third, Kevlar.
Motor, cables, Kevlar. Look, I'm a simple man. Can you just explain to me what these three have in common?
Simple? You, Kyle? As if. Heard so much about you. I'd never label you as simple. Sure, you're no scientist, but not everyone has to be. Intelligence comes in all shapes and sizes.
Yeah, thanks, I guess. So, this assignment?
Right. Well, I'd better explain then. It's about assembling an apparatus capable of emitting waves that'll penetrate solid bodies, albeit only at precisely defined frequencies I henceforth refer to as sonarifiers. Hold on, let me get my notes. Yes, so they'll be generated, and then, if nothing disrupts the source, the propagation of the oscillation in a linear direction will...
Tom.
Achieve the effect of...
Tom.
Yes?
Motor, cables, Kevlar, all clear. It's all I need to know, no need to explain.
You sure? I was just getting started.
100% sure. Never been more sure about anything. I'll see you later.
Kyle, just check that paper over there on the cabinet. Someone had been helping me earlier, but, well, what's important is that you'll find details there on where to find what I need.
Sorry, you startled me. 1 second.
Don't tell me you're a scientist, too.
Not quite. Just an amateur botanist.
And you study mushrooms?
Mycology. It is a hobby of mine. You see, fungi were among the first life forms on our planet. They were here long before us. And they'll be here long after we're gone. But I doubt you came here for a lecture.
Are things better around here since the power's been restored?
Well, we're safer with a more secure source of power.
Has the sheriff sent anyone to secure the plant?
Not yet. No.
Why not?
I think she might be reluctant to antagonize the Baron.
And what if he turns off the power again?
That would put us in a dire situation. And she's usually not so cautious. That's usually my role. But losing those patrols hit her pretty hard.
Maybe you need to step up if she's afraid to.
She'll find her footing again. She's usually not this deliberate, but perhaps a little caution is warranted in this situation.
Oh, there's such a thing as being too careful.
I don't disagree. Florence and her rangers usually act first and think later. They often smash through doors that could be opened gently. Finding some middle ground is probably a good thing. But without Florence and her rangers, none of us would still be alive. Her arrival saved us all.
So you all didn't shelter here together?
No. The sheriff and her rangers are our guests. We offer shelter in exchange for their protection.
Sounds like a good trade.
She is the yin to my yang. And then you arrived, like an avenging angel. I'm glad you found us.
Well, it's been a hard road.
I can see it in your eyes.
But I'm more concerned with the road ahead.
I once had a good friend, Iris, a lovely woman, made excellent herbal remedies. She used to say that remembering and forgetting are forms of the same torment.
Now, at this point, I'd rather just forget.
Well, maybe you can make some new memories. Ones worth remembering.
I understand there's some kind of large monument in the area.
You mean the war memorial?
Maybe. Has the Baron been active around there?
He has. I understand he's constructed some kind of enclosure there. And in the process, somehow damaged and desecrated the memorial.
Sounds like you have a personal connection to it.
I lost my brother in the war it memorializes. That twin obelisk is a monument to my brother and brave men like him. To desecrate it is to disrespect their memory.
Got it. Thanks. I'd better get going.
Anytime, Crane. If I can help in any way, please let me know. Can't keep up with you physically, but I can still offer advice.
Life now, but it will go away if I'm looking at myself in the mirror.
And there's our hero. Baron likes us, like a splinter in his schlong.
For a guy held in a vat of formaldehyde for so many years.
Electricity.
Well, if it ain't trouble with two legs.
Olivia, that monument is a war memorial, and the Baron's men have been spotted there.
So you convinced the townspeople to help you?
It wasn't easy. They really don't want to get on the Baron's bad side.
I get it.
I'll let you know when I turn up. happened here. Olivia, remember that strange device we saw at the monastery? I found one here.
Are they testing something there? Keep looking. See what else you can find.
Found an empty steel canister.
What do you think it held?
Some kind of compressed gas. It's labeled E and F.
E and F? They manufactured chemical reagents. I saw some of their stuff in the Baron's lab. They own the chemical plant south of the city.
I should probably check it out. Thanks.
should be a safe zone nearby on your route. See if it can still be used. It'll be very helpful to secure it.